Tonight is the night. Bright lights, high crowd. Yeah, we need to throw down. Everybody get loud. Tonight is the night. Any risk, can't miss. When we burn it to the ground, everybody get down. Tonight is the night. We stay blinded while our fame kept rising. Steady climbing, now we on top. It's not something you get, it's just something.
How's it going, guys? I'm here with my Raw experience video from last week, not this past Monday, but last week, August 12th. I know this video is a week late, but to be perfectly honest, I haven't had any time to do this video because, for those who do not know, not this past Monday, but last Monday when I went to Raw was actually also my first day of senior year of high school. So with school going on along now, I don't really have much time to really do anything else besides, basically what I'm saying is all I want to do is go to school. When I come home, all I want to do is go to sleep and pretty much not do anything. So that's why I haven't made an experience video yet. Like I said, I know this is a week late, but hey, better late than never, right? But yeah, I wish I could have done this video before, but I didn't have any time. And what sucks about doing this video over a week late is Raw happened again already, the pay-per-view. So it's some of the things are pretty much gonna like ruin my thoughts on, or not really ruin it, but change my thoughts on, considering my original thoughts are now changed because of what happened. So it's not gonna be as good as it would be because I'm not really giving a first impression or a prediction or my thoughts right away because I already saw how it played out within the next week, so it's not really going to be as good, which I apologize for, by the way. But it is what it is. Hopefully this video is short. By short, I mean hopefully under 20 minutes, because I don't want to sit here for half an hour telling you stuff you guys already know. But yeah, let's get into the video. Of course, like I said, it was my first day of high school. I went to school. I went to right after school. I went right to the Raw, which I got there around right before 3:30, so I'd say 3:20ish. I got there. I didn't get inside until like 4:10ish because the doors was open at 3:30. But this happened at SmackDown taping I went to in January as well. They opened the doors late, which pisses me off because you have a bell time supposed to make, supposed to get everyone in the seats by that time, or at least majority of the people in the seats by that time, and you can't even make that. Like that's stupid. That's stupid. But I was in line. I was lucky because there's actually this hot chick in front and behind me, so I was pretty fortunate about that. But was a kid behind me or in front of me? I think it was in front of me. This is a little kid we're talking to, and he's saying how he's been such a big fan for a year. I'm thinking, a year. Okay, all right, whatever. You don't really know that much, I guess. And people are wooing in line before we got in the building outside. It was fucking hot, by the way. And sorry if I look lazy. I'm laying back in the chair. I'm tired. I have to do this video because I'll do it sooner or later. So I'm doing it right now. So if I look lazy, I look like I don't care. I'm just relaxing during this video. So excuse me for that. But this kid, everyone's wooing in line. This kid goes, "Why is everyone wooing for?" I'm like, I don't blame the kids because this kid legit, he's probably like 8. I would say. I think he did say he was 8, by the way. But I don't know. He's a little kid. So I give him passes. Well, I don't give him passes, but they don't really know better. It's not like he reads the sheets every day and knows everything that goes on. But it's kind of like man, it sucks to see people not know their stuff. Or every wrestling fans know what a woo is. I mean, come on. I don't care if you've been watching for a year or a week. You should know what a woo is. That's just ridiculous. But actually, before we got in, right when I got there, I went straight to the merch line. I'm not going to show you what I got because they're in my room. Well, one thing I got, you guys already know, was the Beard is Here t-shirt. I showed that in my SummerSlam prediction video. So if you don't know I have it, go watch the video. And the second thing I got was another program. I would show it to you guys, but honestly, it's on top of my DVD shelf, and there's a lot of stuff on top of it. I'm just too lazy to go get it. So yeah, whatever. And tickets are in my room as well. I don't want to get it because I'm relaxing. I'm too lazy. But I'll tell you the seats I got because there's really no point of me showing it when I can just tell you the seats I got. It was it was section, what the fuck was it? Oh, ring 1. Okay, there we go. Row D. Shut up. And seats 12 and 13. So those are my seats. If you don't know where they're at, just go on my Twitter. You can go a week for my timeline, look at the pictures, or I'll tell you guys this way. If you're looking at the announcers, like, when they're on TV, they show the announcers to the left of the TV side. That's where I was at. So I was on the TV side, but, I was beside the announcers. So great seats. I'm not going to complain. And, yeah, I usually, my seats I always think end up being shitty, but when I get them, they're actually great. So it's weird how that works out. But anyways, I'm getting off track. I was gonna get more things, but I'll explain that later on the video about what happened there. But yeah, I got the things. I got inside. I got my food, my drink. Got to the seat. Oh, this pissed me off. As I was making my way down to the aisle, because we got ringside seats. You got to go down the regular 100s, and then you got to go down. When they turn the lights off and play that stupid voiceover, it's like, oh, do not record or blah blah blah, or kick you out of the whatever. That stupid crap. They turn the light because we're late, by the way. Remember, we're late getting in the arena, so they're doing that as people are trying to get to their seats. So how the hell are people going to get to their seats when it's pitch dark? That didn't make any sense to me. I thought it was stupid. I was just stupid. Very very dumb on their part. But I got to my seats nevertheless. Show started with a Superstars taping, of course. Caitlyn versus Tamina was a Superstars first match. Just only good thing was seeing Caitlyn. By the way, there is this fucking dick behind me during that because everyone stands up during the entrances, and when the match starts, everyone sits down, right? So I'm standing up. Entrances start, or they just got in the ring. I'm sitting there, and I hear a guy saying, "Sit down," and I didn't think it was directed towards me because I was just sitting there. Like I glanced at my shoulder, like I don't even know what the hell I was looking at. I honestly just took my head back, and I see the guy behind me like, "Sit down." I'm like, "Who the fuck do you think you are?" And when I was sitting down, I kind of looked at him, and I noticed he had a kid in his lap. I guess his kid couldn't see. And I'm thinking, that's your fault. This happened to be the last Raw in October I went to. This happened. I'm gonna tell you this now. If you plan on bringing your kid to a show, a wrestling show, do not get ringside unless you get the first, second, or third row. If you get anything else, I'm talking, TV. I'm talking about like the front row, like TV side. I'm talking about that row, not the sides, because the kids can't see the entire time. You have your kid looking at the Titantron the entire time, and you're gonna bitch at people because your kid can't see. Well, it's your fault for getting ringside seats because you're gonna have people sitting, ringside who are, I'm guessing, late teenage or adults. You're gonna have those people sitting ringside. So why are you gonna bring your fucking kid there? That makes no sense to me. It was. I was shaking my head. I was like, I didn't want that guy. Kind of like ruined my mood for the match. I honestly didn't really care for the match after that because that guy kind of pissed me off. But it is what it is. The dude was a dick. He was actually cool the rest of the show. He was pretty happy. I don't know if he just was fucking spilled his drink on his fucking shoe or something or what, but he was a bitch for that. But match, I didn't really watch a majority of it. I was just looking at Caitlyn, to be honest. But I know Caitlyn got the win, so yeah, whatever. And then we actually had another Superstars match. It was actually funny because before the match started, Justin Roberts saying we have to get ready for next match. And there was actually these two guys behind me. They were two marks because they brought titles with them, so I know they're marks. And they were actually pretty cool. And one of them goes, when Roberts says, I want to go for the next match, one of the guys goes, woo, 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 joking because Ryder's on the Superstars. And that was pretty funny to me. And then 3MB came out. And who comes out? Woo, woo, woo. And I turn around, and me and these two guys are busting up. We thought it was hilarious because, Ryder on Superstars, he's always bitching about being on Superstars. So we thought it was the funniest thing to us. So we're busting up laughing at this. And Ryder and Slater actually had a pretty good match, to be perfectly honest. I was honestly really surprised. They were actually doing Let's Go Ryder 3MB chants. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I was like, really? 3MB, is that over? It was a pretty good match overall. Ryder got the win with I think a cheap. I forgot what he got with. He won with some kind of, I don't want to say small package, but some kind of roll up. I forgot what the hell he did, but he won the match, and basically like a bitch because he got his ass kicked the entire match. And by the way, there was actually this old man who I want to say is a mark, but he was pretending like he didn't know better. Like he was saying, "This isn't a one-on-one match. This is a handicap match because of McIntyre and Mahal." Like this guy, he was just being a troll, seemed like the entire show. So that was pretty funny. But yeah, Superstars taping. Whatever. Superstars is Superstars. You don't really get that much from it. But then we go on the actual show, Monday Night Raw. We have Wade Barrett coming out before the show even started. I think 4:55 he came out around. Yeah, he came out. Barrett's in the ring. Then Bryan comes out right away. By the way, they aired a few things on TV that didn't even make it on the actual show live because they didn't air the Then Now Forever thing. There was a backstage segment from what I heard with Ziggler that he didn't even air. Ziggler was at the show, which I was pretty pissed about because I really wanted to see Ziggler. But I guess there's a backstage segment with them that didn't even air as well. So there was a few things that didn't make the show for whatever reason. But yeah, Bryan Barrett kicked the show off. I was pretty excited because Bryan Barrett have great matches. They're awesome. No complaints from me. Brad Maxson being the special guest referee. By the way, Bryan came out. Everyone was yesing. I was yesing. People behind me were yesing. Bryan was over like a motherfucker. By the way, I just want to add this one thing real quick. This crowd was hot. When I watched a few clips on TV or on YouTube, it didn't seem that way. But I'm pretty sure if you've all or whoever's been to a WWE show, TV show, pay-per-view, whatever, we can almost agree that the crowd doesn't nearly come up as good on TV as it does live. There's nothing better than a live crowd. TV honestly doesn't do any justice. Live crowds are just simply amazing. And that was the case here. Everyone was yesing. You can definitely tell this was a Daniel Bryan crowd because all the yesing, the yes signs. It was a sea of Daniel Bryan yeses. Man, this guy was completely over. It was actually the debut of the yes towel, which I had no clue even existed. That was one of the things I was going to buy after the show. I'll explain why I didn't get it in a minute, or later on in the video I'll explain why I didn't get it, because I didn't know it existed. Because when we were yesing, I turned around, and one of the kids from the Dick Dad, he had the yes towel. I'm thinking, this kid make his own fucking towel? And then I saw Daniel Bryan with the towel in his hand. I'm like, oh my god, these are legit. And I really want to get one. And like I said, I'll explain it later why I didn't get one. But yeah, it was awesome. Barrett and Bryan put on a pretty good match. It didn't get much time. It was like 5-7 minutes. Wasn't very long. Of course, Brad Maddox was the referee. Screwed over Daniel Bryan with the hashtag Sacramento Screwjob. And Wade Barrett wins. Boom, boom, boom. That's what he was doing. Bryan was pissed. Whole crowd was knowing. Everyone was pissed that Bryan got screwed over. Pretty good match overall to start off the show. Yeah, good stuff. Bryan's definitely over. Next, I believe they had a Shield promo. By the way, all my stuff or memories are 100% complete with the show because the show was a week ago. So I'm not gonna have my memory the freshest on whatever everything that happened. So you're actually gonna probably see me clicking on results throughout this video. But yeah, Shield promo backstage was awesome. You had Ambrose talking about who's in defending the United States Championship against at SummerSlam in Battle Royal. And I kind of laughed now because Shield challenged like, hey, whoever wants to challenge just for the tag team titles at SummerSlam, you're welcome to. Yet no one did challenge them at the end of the day, so I was like, okay, that's pretty fucking stupid now looking at it. But yeah, great promo by the Shield. I hope they really keep them up. I hope Shield. I actually have this plan. I might make a video on this. The whole what they can do with the Daniel Bryan corporation storyline they're doing now. I may or may not make a video on that. So if I do, you'll know. If I don't, well, you'll know as well. But what was I talking about? I totally lost focus. Oh, Shield, they're great. They're better. I'm saying this right now. Shield is better than the Wyatt family. That is a fact. I don't care what anyone says. Well, it's not really fact, it's opinion, but yeah, it is what it is. I'm just rambling on now. Next match we had was Randy Orton versus Damian Sandow. Money in the Bank winner versus Money in the Bank winner. Fun fact. The SmackDown tapings I went to in 2011, well, the second one because I went to 2 tapings that year. It was the SmackDown tapings that before SummerSlam. I don't know why I had a brain fart or something right there. I couldn't think for a minute. It was SmackDown tapings before SummerSlam 2011. Okay, that show featured Money in the Bank winner versus Money in the Bank winner, which at the time was Daniel Bryan versus Alberto Del Rio, which was actually the very first ever Money in the Bank winner versus Money in the Bank winner. God, it's a tongue twister. Match ever. Monday Night Raw comes. Monday Night Raw before SummerSlam. Money in the Bank winner versus Money in the Bank winner for the 3rd time because they actually had a match on SmackDown a few weeks before that. So that was kind of weird that Sacramento Go Home SummerSlam show got 2 Money in the Bank winners versus 2 Money in the Bank winners matches. I just sound like a fucking idiot saying this now. I feel like stopping this video. I feel like this is going downhill. I should just stop talking, but I'm going to keep going just for the fuck of it. But Orton Sandow, Rhodes came out, with the mustache, the final Raw with the mustache because he shaved that at SummerSlam because he's a bitch. And Sandow came out, was cracking up. He handcuffed his briefcase to the post so Rhodes wouldn't steal it. That was pretty funny. Orton and Sandow had a pretty good match. Crowd was pretty much in the Orton, just chanting "Let's go Randy RKO." They're pretty much on Orton's side. It was a really good match, I thought. Of course, Orton won. Go figure, right? Because Cody Rhodes tried to take Sandow's briefcase, and Sandow got distracted, led into an RKO, and 1, 2, 3. Orton wins. Good match, like I said. No complaints from me. Next we had, by the way, I'm probably going to forget some backstage segments because I'm going off of WWE's results on their website, and they don't list the backstage stuff. They just list the, the segments and results. So if I forget a backstage segment or two, who cares? But after that, actually, for the live crowd, they aired the WWE 2K14 promo with the Ultimate Warrior. Huge pop for the Ultimate Warrior. Huge. I really wish that would have made it on air because that was just an awesome pop he got. I was honestly really surprised how many people popped for that. So that was good for him. Good that he got a huge pop, even though no one heard it besides the people there. But it was a really good pop. Even Justin Roberts tweeted about it because that's how big of a pop he got. But that was really cool to see that. But the next match we had was the Great Khali and Natalya versus Big E Langston and AJ Lee. Right, immediately when I saw Khali and Natalya, and I heard it was a mixed tag, I'm like, okay, they're facing Big E and AJ, and who do they face? Big E and AJ. I'm thinking, I gotta sit through Big E versus Khali, two guys I hate. But fortunately enough, I didn't see him go at it. It was AJ and Natalya the entire match. Botch finish by that stupid referee. Me and the people around me were really confused, like, what just happened? Because AJ tapped, but the referee didn't ring the bell because he's a fucking idiot. And I actually read his explanation on Twitter or Facebook or whatever he fucking put it at. And no, you're still an idiot and you still suck and you still botched it and you should be fired. That's why you ref Divas matches, because you suck. But enough of me ranting about that stupid referee who can't ref for shit. But yeah, botch finished. Big E and AJ lost, which makes you think, if these two can't beat Khali and Natalya, how are they going to beat Ziggler and Caitlyn at SummerSlam? Which they didn't, by the way. But that was just, I thought that was stupid. Dumb match. Didn't need to happen. Waste of time. And then Natalya made AJ tap again. Tap twice. Dumb. But yeah, whatever. There was actually a few backstage segments with Punk. He was talking about his match tonight with Heyman. Wearing the Macho Man t-shirt, which I popped for, by the way. That was pretty cool seeing Punk wear the Macho Man t-shirt. But, yeah, the backstage. No, I don't even need to talk about those, because what am I going to talk about? Like, the crowd popping for Punk on the screen. There's really nothing for me to talk about during the backstage interviews and everything, so I'm not even going to bother talking about those now that I think about it. That just sounds stupid. But next we had Vince McMahon coming out to address the SummerSlam match, or no, not SummerSlam match, address the Maddox situation that happened at the beginning of the show. Vince comes out, Maddox comes out, Maddox pleads his case how he should be the referee at SummerSlam. Vince wants to make it official. Triple H comes out, huge pop, by the way. This was definitely a crowd for Triple H. When he got in that ring, everyone was screaming Triple H. He was mildly over. That's why on Raw he said he couldn't hear Vince talk because the fans were, according to Vince, feeding his ego. But that was pretty cool. Triple H basically saying, you're not describing Maddox, you're describing me. And then Triple H says he's me the referee. Pedigrees of Maddox. By the way, Maddox had one hell of a pedigree. That was an awesome pedigree. And yeah, it was short of the segment. Nothing really happened there. It was just announcing the referee, which it was funny because Stevie Breach he wasn't that far from me. He was actually 2 rows ahead of me, and yeah, he was clear as day to me. He actually saw me, which for whatever reason, every time I go to shows, he can never seem to find me, but yet I can find him at shows, which makes no sense. But he finally found me, unfortunately. But yeah, Steve was pissed. He was chanting, "No!" He was saying, "You screwed up 2011." Like, Steve was pissed. He had to be on the floor. He even saw me laughing. Like, when he was saying you screwed up 2011, I was on the floor. He was looking at me, both laughing. It was pretty funny. But Triple H being the referee, that made me sick to my stomach, that announcement, just because, like, what? You're going to take away from the match, which he actually didn't take away from the match, unless you count the aftermath. But during the match, he actually didn't take anything away, which I was really surprised by. But, yeah, at the moment, it's just a really ridiculous decision. It was really dumb in my eyes. Didn't need to happen, but it's for the better, I guess. Or, not really for the better, but you know what I mean. The next, we have, popping, hashtag making moves. We have the primetime players coming out, then Kane comes out. Kane versus Titus O'Neil, and I guess the match made Kane look good. It was whatever match, it was like 2-3 minutes. Of course, Kane got the win over Titus O'Neil. Then Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt family comes out. By the way, for those who have not seen the Wyatts live, their entrance, not dark at all. I saw those fools on the stage clear as day. it honestly, they make it look so dark on TV, but live, it doesn't even sound like the lights are off because you can see him so clear. It's ridiculous. It's honestly, it kind of ruins their entrance if you ask me because you can see him really clear as day. And it's kind of funny because when Harper and Rowan got in the ring, I noticed I couldn't see Kane in there. I'm like, where the fuck is Kane? And since you can see him clear as day, it's like, can't you tell Kane's not in the ring? I mean, if I can see Kane's not in the ring, you can see Kane's not in the ring. So I thought that made them look stupid. Lights come on, Kane's on the stage. I didn't even see Kane leave, by the way. When Harper and Rowan got in the ring, I'm like, where the fuck's Kane? And he's on the stage and the whole fire thing, which fucking was hot as hell. Everyone knows Kane's pyro is like the worst pyro you can, pyro is like the worst pyro you can fucking have. It's so hot and it's like, get out of here. But yeah, whatever. It was the boost up or to hype up the match at SummerSlam, which sucked, by the way. And whatever. Nothing very special about that at all. By the way, that's another thing I was going to get. I was going to get the Wyatt family sheep mask, but they didn't have it at the merch trailer. And I was going to get it inside. But once again, I'll say this again. I'll say it once more just to say it once again. Yeah, that's not like an idiot right there. But, if you watch the Steve Austin show podcast, you'll understand why I kept doing that. But I'll explain at the end of the video why I didn't get the sheep mask and the S-Towel. But, that's whatever. Next, you had Kofi Kingston versus Alberto. Fuck off, Ricardo Del Rio. I saw this match live. Maybe this is the third time I've seen this match live. Because I know I saw it at Elimination Chamber 2011. But I'm trying to think if I saw this match again at a SmackDown taping. Or maybe even a Raw taping. I don't think I have. So this is the second time I've seen this match live. Didn't care for it the first time. Didn't care for it this time. This is the match to make Ziggler. Why did I say Ziggler for? Del Rio looked good for SummerSlam. Wins the match at the Cross Arm Breaker. No one cared. Whatever. I'm going to go on the next thing because I didn't really care about that. Next, we had the Usos versus the Real Americans. Real Americans comes about first. I'm pretty sure y'all heard it on TV, and I heard it clear as day considering he's 2 rows ahead of me. Breach was jizzing over Swagger. Why, I'll never know. Cesaro. I'm telling you, Cesaro is more into the gimmick than Swagger. Cesaro comes out with the "Don't Tread on Me" flag as a cape. Swagger just doesn't care. Cesaro's more into it than him. Well, the match, this is like the 4th time this match has happened last month, so I didn't really care to see it. But it was actually a pretty good match. DUI, chance to Jack Swagger. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I was on the floor. Swagger was pissed. Oh, he was pissed that people were chanting DUI towards him. But it was awesome. But the match was pretty good. The Usos won, I believe. Yeah, the Usos won this match because this is their 3rd match, and the Usos won. And it was a pretty good match. Like I said, Usos are pretty over. I'm glad they get TV time every week now. I don't know if to become the next tag team champions because PTP is getting pushed now because D Young came out. So it seems like the primetime players is getting a push now just because Darren Young came out of the closet. Which, all right, I guess if you say you're gay, you get a push. I guess that's how it works. But yeah, fun little tag team match here. Cesaro, always great to see live. This guy is amazing. Swagger, not too much. But yeah, good stuff there. Man, my throat's starting to hurt. I'm talking too much. What am I, 20 minutes in this video? Yeah, oh shit, almost 25. I'm going to go way over the time limit I thought I was going to go. Next, we had Miz TV with the then WWE Champion John Cena and challenger Daniel Bryan for SummerSlam. They're doing a Miz TV segment. Miz comes out first, of course, introduces Daniel Bryan first? I forgot who came out. Daniel Bryan comes out first, I believe. Then John Cena. And what a Miz TV we got right here. What a phenomenal Miz TV. Daniel Bryan and Cena just cut an amazing promo here. Definitely the best Miz TV yet. And I'm not saying that just because I was there at the show, but it was a great Miz TV segment. There's honestly no complaints. I loved every second of it. This is honestly my favorite part of the show on last week, being there. This was an amazing segment. Cena cut one of his best promos he's ever cut, in my opinion. And again, not just me being biased because I was there. It was one hell of a promo. It was amazing. It was from the heart, you can tell. And the one thing that actually really pissed me off was the crowd was chanting boring when Cena was talking. I'm just like, shut up. This guy is cutting a promo. One hell of a promo, might I add. And everyone's not caring. They're chanting boring. I thought it was disrespectful. I know this crowd, apparently tonight, I don't know how long this has been, because the last show I went to, Cena got a really big pop, but this show, they hated him for whatever reason. I guess because Daniel Bryan But Cena cut one of a promo. It was amazing. He was talking about how, it's more to being a WWE superstar than being a wrestler. There's more to just being a great in-ring technician. There's more like the media, the make-a-wishes, everything outside of wrestling you have to do in order to be incorporated into a great WWE superstar. And I kind of hated that, how Bryan kept saying how he's a wrestler and Cena's an entertainer, because John Cena's a wrestler. I don't care what you all say. I don't care if you hate him, if you love him. John Cena is a wrestler. You can go out and say, oh, Cena can't wrestling sucks. Watch his matches with Bryan. Watch his matches with Punk. Watch his matches with Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Batista. He can wrestle. I don't care what anyone says. John Cena is a great wrestler. I'm going to say it right now, John Cena's a great wrestler. Got a problem with that? You want to call me stupid? Go ahead. It's my opinion. He's proven time and time again he's a really good wrestler. And I'm not going to sit here and say he sucks just because it's a popular thing to do. I'm not going to do that. But this whole segment was great, though. Daniel Bryan talked about how in Japan they do this one thing with their hand, which I was kind of hoping he was going to do the code of honor where they shake a hand, but he's like, no, we do this thing in Japan where we slap each other's guys to get you pumped for the match. But I'm not going to do that to you because you don't deserve it. Cena slaps him. Bryan and Cena with the go at it. Then Triple H comes out to hog the spotlight once again because we all know Triple H loves to feed his own ego. Comes out, stops it from happening. And I don't know why he has a smile on his face. I'm thinking, why the hell are you smiling for? But it's Triple H, who fucking knows. But yeah, great segment. Awesome. Oh, Orton comes out at the end, teases a cash, and like, hey, I don't care which one of you are going to win because I'm going to cash this bad boy in right after the match. Which he did, by the way, which I was kind of disappointed about. But yeah, great segment. Amazing segment, might I add. Probably segment of the year, to be perfectly honest. I'm not being biased. I honestly can't think of anything. I'm pretty sure there's probably something better than this. But I just honestly can't think off the top of my head what's better than this. Great stuff. Alrighty, what do we have next? Next we have Fandango versus R-Truth. Fandango came out. I was pissed he didn't get an entrance because the entire crowd was Fandangoing, surprisingly. Everyone was going, da-da, da-da. I'm going to fucking play it right now. I'm going to play Fandango's theme right here live in the video. Oh yeah, I'm going to do it. YouTube, Fandango theme song. Alright, whoa, alright. Better have a fucking ad, I'm pissed. Ah, oh, damn you ads. Alright, hold on. You gotta wait 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fucking 8 ads. Getting ahead of myself, feel excited. Okay, now that I look like a fucking idiot in this video. I screwed the song, man. I was getting excited. I'm sorry I screwed the song up. I was getting a little too excited doing it. But I'm rambling on. But whole crowd was Fandangoing for Fandango. Summer looked amazing, by the way. R-Truth comes out. I'm like, fuck you. And R-Truth and Fandango, instead of a match, I would dance off, which ended up into a brawl. So I guess that was a kill time because it really didn't accomplish anything. So yeah, whatever. Let's continue on. We're almost done with this video now. Next we had the 20-man battle royal, which RVD comes out. Everyone's going to Rob Van Dam. Then you have, I think, someone else came up after him, I think. 3MB, then Ryback came out. And then everyone else started coming out. So the whole ring was filled. Justin Gabriel, Tensai, Brodus Clay, Great Khali, Mark Henry. Just a bunch of random guys on the roster, I guess, within this battle royal. And I was really hoping for Justin Gabriel to get the win here because this guy desperately needs a push, but he didn't get it. He was actually the first one eliminated, so I was like, fuck me. So, yeah, battle royals are really confusing to watch live, especially when all 20 of them are in the ring at once. You honestly can't. I had to watch the Titantron the entire time because not because I couldn't see, it's because it was so much going on. I couldn't see everything, so I had to watch the Tron majority of the matches to see what was happening. Battle Royal was very, very confusing to watch. Just not because of the rules, but you have to watch everything that happens. You can't really keep track of what's going on because one guy's doing one thing over there, the next guy's doing something over there. So it's pretty confusing to watch. But it was pretty fun for the most part. It honestly didn't get that fun, I thought, until like the last 5 people because that's when it started getting interesting. When you get to like the final 5 or 4, that's when it starts getting interesting because like, okay, here we go. One of these guys are going to win it. This is what it's came down to. I think Ryback, Mark Henry, and RVD are the last two guys or three guys. Ryback got eliminated. He was pretty pissed, and then Mark Henry got eliminated by RVD. So RVD won the Battle Royal to face Dean Ambrose for the pre-show of SummerSlam. Everyone's going Rob Van Dam, a lot of RVD chants throughout the match as well. Shield comes out. Ambrose walked right in front of me, which I got a picture of, but the picture is really fucking blurry because my fucking phone blows. I need a new phone desperately, but I have no one to text, so it is what it is. But Shields comes in, then Mark Henry goes back in the ring because he's got eliminated, so goes back in the back of RVD. Then I'm sitting there, I'm thinking, well, here he comes, and well, it's the Big Show. I'm thinking, I knew he was going to come out because the night before that they had a house show in Oakland that the Big Show came back at. So it pretty much spoiled that he's going to come back on Raw. But he got probably the biggest pop of the night, to be perfectly honest. He got a really, really big pop when he came out. He came out in his, looked like he came out of the production truck or something. Like, all right, I got to stop the Shield. I don't know what happened there. The Big Show comes out, regular clothes, Shield retreats. So, yeah, RVD, Mark Henry, and Big Show stand tall in the ring as the Shield retreats. Yeah, whatever there. And then we go on to the main event, which is supposed to be CM Punk versus Paul Heyman. Never happened, though, because Paul Heyman said, yes, Punk, this is a trap for you. This is a trap because Brock Lesnar's going to kick your ass. Out comes Brock Lesnar. I'm going to play his music as well because I am pumped right now. Hold on, we got to get Brock Lesnar's music up in here. Brock Lesnar theme song. I'm 30 minutes in this video, so I don't care at this point. I highly doubt anyone's even going to watch, so yeah. Alright, hold on. Hold on, people. I got to do some research here. What the fuck? I don't want an Arena Effect theme song. God damn it. How many people do the Arena Effects? Oh! I'm having too much fun in this video if you haven't noticed. Oh, well, there we go. I'm having way too much fun in this video if you guys haven't noticed yet. But, yeah, let me go back to relaxing here. But Brock Lesnar comes out. The dude's a fucking monster live. If you haven't seen this guy live, you have to see him one of these days. I honestly thought I'd never see Brock Lesnar live, but I was very fortunate enough to get the Raw before SummerSlam, which he's on the card, which he's on the show. So I was very, very fortunate to see Brock Lesnar. Hell, I was fortunate to see The Rock on a SmackDown taping in January, and I could see Brock Lesnar. Two guys I never thought I'd see live within The Rock and Brock Lesnar, and I saw them this year. Awesome. And this is the area where, Sacramento is not really a big, name when it comes to wrestling. So they get, those two big names that go on the show here really is an honor to have those two here. But, Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman in the ring. Heyman's talking about, honestly, it was really, to be perfectly honest, I wasn't paying attention to what Heyman was saying because I was the fucking beast is right in front of me. I was starstruck by Brock Lesnar. So I honestly wasn't really paying attention to what Heyman was saying. But Punk music hits because he calls him out. He says, this is now a 2-1 handicap match. So that's what he said. I was like, holy shit. I'm going to see Brock Lesnar wrestle on a Raw. I'm seeing Brock Lesnar live. That's good enough. But to see him wrestle, I'm like, oh, here we go. CM Punk's music hits. About 10 seconds of the music, I'm thinking he's not going to come out. And all of a sudden I hear I'm like, what? I see Punk running down, hops over the barricade, grabs the cameraman, hits Brock Lesnar with the camera, fucks Brock Lesnar up. Heyman's like, oh shit. Punk tries to get Heyman. Curtis Axel comes out. By the way, if Curtis Axel is your bodyguard, you better just fucking keep running because he ain't gonna do shit for you. And Punk beats up not Brock Lesnar, Curtis Axel. I almost forgot his fucking name. And gives him GTS. That ends the show. So great show there. Great Monday Night Raw. I'm not being biased because I was there, but from people who were saying on my Twitter feed and everything, apparently it was a really good show on TV as well. So definitely a great show to attend. But that wasn't it because you had the dark match, which was Mark Henry, Big Show, and Daniel Bryan. By the way, Big Show was in his clothes still versus the Shield in the dark match. Pretty good match. It probably went about 5 to 7 minutes. Wasn't very long, so it got what it needed to accomplish. Daniel Bryan got the victory on was it Seth Rollins or Dean Ambrose? I forgot who. I think it was, I don't know who he pinned. I know Big Show chokeslammed one of them, and then Daniel Bryan did the flying headbutt and got the 1, 2, 3, won the match. So it was a fun little match right there. And of course, after the show, Daniel Bryan, he wanted to get the hell out of there. I'm telling you that. Like, I love the guy. He's my favorite wrestler. He just wanted to get the hell out of there because he literally, he jogged across the ring because, usually they'll take their time to say hi to the fans. But Bryan, he just swooshed around and got the hell out of there. I was kind of pissed because I was by the barricade, wanted to say hi to Bryan, and he totally just dodged me. I was like, oh, what the fuck, man. I was, not going to lie, I was kind of pissed. Even the guy next to me felt bad for me because he's like, yo, Bryan, come back. Because I was wearing the Beard is Here t-shirt. He's like, yo, come back. This guy wants to say hi. But Bryan dodged me. So Bryan was on my shit list the rest of that night, but he's still my favorite wrestler. So, Bryan, when I meet you next year, because I plan on going to SummerSlam next year, by the way, if it's in LA, of course. If I meet you next year, I will confront you about this, and that is a fact. But Big Show was actually the last person. Big Show, I used to hate this guy. I don't hate him. I hated his character, but now Big Show won me over. Really cool guy. I could have got a picture of him. I was fucking pissed. You wouldn't believe this. Big Show actually, if you got your phone out and said, can I get a picture, he would. And I didn't know this, so I said hi to Big Show. And the person, like 2 or 3 people next to me had their phone, hey, can we get a picture? He's like, oh, yeah, sure. He took pictures of 3 or 4 other people after that. I'm thinking, fuck, man, I could have got a picture with the Big Show. I could have had a picture with the Big Show, and we could have hung out, and, I didn't get a picture. Oh, well. Something always happens where I regret not doing something like the SmackDown tapings I was talking about earlier before SummerSlam 2011. I had a chance to say what's up to Randy Orton, but I said no. I left. I didn't say what's up to Orton, so I'm so pissed about that. But, it is what it is. Always have another opportunity, hopefully. But, yeah, ends the show. Great show live. Of course, after the show, I actually went. There's actually this booth where you can take a picture with the WWE Championship, and you can either be a regular photo, or it can be a magazine cover for $20 and $30. And I did a photo op with the picture of Daniel Bryan, which I don't want to go get the photo. I'll just put a picture of it after the end of the video of as me and Daniel Bryan. So I took a picture with the WWE Championship with Daniel Bryan in the background. A picture of him, by the way, not the actual Daniel Bryan himself, but I took a picture. So it was pretty cool. And stupid me wasn't thinking to check the merch stand while I was inside because I was in line for 10 minutes waiting for that picture. I didn't think to check the merch stand for the Wyatt mask and the Yes towel. So when I got outside, I was like, oh shit, hopefully the truck has it. The truck didn't have it, so I'm shit out of luck about the Daniel Bryan Yes towel and sheet mask. It's on WWE Shop, so I can always easily order it. But it's better to get stuff when at the shows because it commemorates the trip. So yeah, that's basically my story there. I know I fucking rambled on for how long? Almost 40 minutes. This video sucks, man. Honestly, for those who sat through this entire video, honestly, tell me your honest thoughts on this video because I feel like I did a horrible job. But yeah, that was an experience. I know I went off topic a lot of times, but it is what it is. Yeah, please leave your feedback if you watched the whole video. If you didn't, don't give me any feedback because you suck and you didn't watch the whole video. But yeah, I should honestly stop talking because I'm 40 minutes in this video. Alright, thank you guys for watching the video. Money in the Bank DVD review. I know a lot of you guys are probably wondering where it's at. That'll probably be up in the next few days. Again, I haven't got to it because I've been busy. I haven't been to a fucking Walmart in 3 weeks. So, or any kind of store. Well, I've been to stores, but they sell DVDs and stuff. But I'm going to stop talking now. And, bye!